This is the beam we will be replacing, and we needed lumber for that, so we went to Menards and got 12 16-foot planks. The beam we were making needed 10 planks, but we got 12 so we could pick and choose. We made two separate beams so they would be lighter. The weight of both was about 500 pounds. The beams were made out of 5 planks, which we used glue and screws to hold together. 16 screws per board, 64 screws per beam. Then we used a drill to make holes for the metal rods. In the afternoon, Dave, who harvests and buys the hay crop, came and put the rolled bales into stacks and took a load home with him. A few days later, he came back and seeded the hay fields for the next year's hay crop. We took the beams down to the bridge and unscrewed the screws holding the previous beam into place. Before we got the new top half of the beam down into the bridge, we took the old rotting beam out. We then painted the top of the beam in tar to prevent rotting and put a strip of flashing aluminum on the top of the beam so the water will run off the top of the beam instead of sitting on top of it. Then we used jacks and a rope to hoist the beam up to where it will support the bridge. We were about an hour away from finishing, but we had mismeasured and it was really hard to slide into place. I was not there when my grandpa finished it, but here's a picture of it.